Last week, we got 150 views and the video is no longer able to be shown in the Middle East. Success! Welcome to Tops and Bottoms.
You're a burping gutter slut.
What in the world? Look at Lena go! Milkomania is running!
Yippee-ki-yay!
Oh my God!
I'm something about it.
Once again, everyone, my name is Joey Mayberry, and this is my show called Tops and Bottoms, where I rank the top 5 moments in professional wrestling and the bottom 5 moments in professional wrestling and tell you all about it.
I've been working my ass off, night and day!
I know you're looking around like, Joey, where are you?
I've crash landed on a strange planet.
I am visiting my parents for the weekend, so I am making do and grabbing some of my old toys for a possible background. Now, we have to talk about what's going on this week. I won't be able to put AEW's Double or Nothing into the review just for time constraints, so I'm thinking I'm going to do another thing where I just rank that entire pay-per-view. But for this week, we are going to cover everything that happened from Monday Night Raw all the way to Friday Night SmackDown.
Come on. Move it!
And we're going to start with the top 5 moments of the week. Number 5 is going to be a bit of a surprise because last week, this was my number 1 bottom moment.
Well. How the turntables.
The number 5 moment is Bobby Lashley.
I want this, Bobby Lashley!
Led by MVP. Now, last week I talked a little bit about how I didn't really like what they were doing with Bobby Lashley, period. But this week, Bobby Lashley with MVP, he's come into play. I like the fire, I like the attitude, I like just a lot of it.
Be the killer you are! I want to fight you!
I'm rooting for Bobby Lashley, which is something I don't think I've said in almost a year.
What year is it?
It was brand new.
No. What year is it?
The number 4 top moment this week is going to go to the women's tag team match that happened this week on AEW's Dynamite.
Agility, speaking of athletes,
She tagged in.
as soon as Nyla was up, she...
Recount in that predicament.
Nyla has Sheeta up.
It was Nyla Rose teaming up with Britt Baker to take on Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander. Was it the most wonderful match I've ever seen in my entire life? No. Was it a dang good match? Yes, it was. And was it one of the best women's matches I've seen in AEW? You better bet your little butt it was. Chris Statlander picking up and slamming Nyla Rose for that reverse alley-oop was the most impressive feat of strength I've seen in professional wrestling in a while.
Woman, Chris Statlander, man face first. Man face first.
I'm very excited to see what's going to happen at Double or Nothing, especially after seeing the end of that. Nyla Rose got the win, but Hikaru Shida superplexed her through a table, so hey, it's anybody's game come Saturday.
Oh my God!
Moment number 3 is going to be the match on SmackDown we had. It was champion versus champion, Charlotte Flair. Woo!
He kind of got a piece of it, right?
Not really.
No, he didn't.
One-on-one with Bayley.
Top delivers the elbow. And now Bayley looking for perhaps the figure 4.
I didn't go into this match really expecting anything. I went into this match being like, more Charlotte Flair.
Not again.
This was a breath of fresh air. This was huge. This match had character development. It had
sheep, freckles, potato people, a room full of hepricons.
Oh, I think you mean leprechauns.
No, hepricons. They're leprechauns with hep C.
both women working heel was one thing, but both of them coming out with charisma and uniqueness and nerve and talent. We saw Bayley get the win on Charlotte Flair, which was insanely surprising because Charlotte's pretty much been dominating across the map. She's on every single show, which doesn't make any sense to me. You're the NXT Women's Champion.
It's a party, Mark. Doesn't have to make sense.
But if I'm gonna get matches like this out of it, cool. Down for it. If you haven't seen this match yet, go and watch it. Number 2 this week is going to be the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins, finding his new disciple in Austin Theory. This was set up so well. This was perfect storyline. I didn't really even see it coming, to be honest. It was Zelina Vega and her crew turning their back on Austin Theory and attacking him after he inadvertently cost Humberto Carrillo and Andrade a match. They left him laying there, and then we got a match between Murphy and whoever Murphy faced.
Really?
Rollins was at ringside and just kind of reminded us that Austin Theory was left laying there. I had completely forgotten about him. And for him to just give him that look.
Give me that look, when he give me that look, then I'm coming off.
The chemistry, the facial expressions between these two really worked. Up until the very end where they finally embraced with that hug, I was like, this is intense. And I'm kind of turned on. But it was really interesting. I think this is a perfect place to put Austin Theory after removing him from that stable with Zelina Vega. Austin Theory, Murphy, and the Monday Night Messiah Seth Rollins as a unit.
I've got a boner.
And the #1 top moment this week is going to AEW and the return of Hangman Page, because it's time to do some cowboy shit.
It's running in. Who's coming from
that? Who's that?
It's Hangman Page. Where did he came from out of nowhere? The Hangman.
Hangman Page sprints the entire football field wearing cowboy boots. You just see this little dot. It's just, God, I wish there was a live crowd, because that pop, I think, would have been amazing, because I popped.
He is coming to the aid of the Elite and Matt Hardy.
I'm excited to see what he's going to add to this match, especially with the dissension among him and his teammates, because Hangman Page does not really care for anyone except for Hangman Page. Hopefully we see something really interesting come for this come Saturday. You're going to be watching this video on a Sunday, so you can look at Joey while I'm sitting here talking to you, but I know what happened. Don't do that. You'd look stupid, kind of like I just did. All right, so those were the tops of the week. Did you agree with me? Do you think I'm stupid? Leave a comment down here at the bottom. Let me know.
Choices. Choices.
What comes up must come down. Yes, it is time to talk about the bottoms this week.
Rock bottom.
I do not dislike any wrestlers. I do not think that anyone is incapable of doing their job. This is just, you had an off week. Right, so these are the top 5 moments that made you go, stop it. Number 5 is going to be the, whatever, the Viking games that the Viking Raiders played against the Street Profits on Monday Night Raw. Last week it was basketball. This week it's Viking games.
They're a tiger in the woods?
No.
This is wrestling. Put them in a ring. Bottom moment number 4 is going to be the end of the tag team match for the women's tag team championships that we saw on Monday Night Raw. It was Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross defending against the Iconics.
I just want to scratch my eyes out. Is that too much?
I love the match. I love the chemistry between these two teams, because between the 4 of these women, they just ooze charisma. It's insane. Great, this match was fun. It wasn't anything that's going to make the history books for me, but the ending, where Peyton Royce just gets so like overwhelmed and keeps throwing Alexa Bliss into the post.
Post! Help, Peyton! I said knock it off! You do it one more time!
She's very angry.
Knock it off!
Oh my God, Peyton Royce!
That part didn't bother me. I was like, okay, it's gonna set up for something. It's gonna keep going with something. But then there was a backstage segment where out of nowhere, Billie Kay, she smacked her in the face.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
I kind of think if the Iconics break up, I'll have to give myself probably a solid 2 weeks off of wrestling. I'm going to be very upset by it.
Are we having a bad day, honey?
And if you break up my Iconics, I will break your face. Like, I don't know. Number 3 is going to be coming to us from AEW Dark. It was a match this week between Jason Cade and Marco Stunt. This one didn't work. It looked like there was a couple miscommunications, and it looked like there were some literal receipts that got thrown a couple times in that match.
Oh! Okay, lost his temper here a little bit. But yeah, Mark.
Nothing on either of these two. It was just an off night between the two, but y'all, that match, by far, probably lowest ranking match of the week for me, period. Moment number 2 is going to the ever-rising person on this list. I love R-Truth, but Pretty Ricky's gotta go.
It's me, Bobby! Oh, delicious! Pretty Ricky!
Oh, you nasty.
We need to figure out something with this gimmick because it's just kind of like, no one really knows what it is. It's just him putting in teeth. It's not really funny at all. You've got the funniest wrestler in the history of professional wrestling, in my opinion, and not doing anything.
Where are the jokes?
And number 1 bottom moment is going to be from WWE's NXT. It was the ending to the main event between Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley.
This is my brutality!
Where Charlotte Flair
Not again.
ran down. Well, she came out and did her elegant, "I'm the queen," and then she ran into the ring and booted Io and just beat down both of them for the DQ.
Ripley, escape! Oh, what the hell?
Nobody knows how or why it happened. It just did.
It ruined like a really solid match between Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley, and you're just sitting there going, why is this happening? What is going on?
Come on!
Why does Charlotte need to interject herself into that? Why did she need to run down there and beat these two down? Was she trying to prove a point? What point does she have to prove? Was she trying to show that she's the queen? You're on every single show.
How did it happen? Why did it happen? Nobody knows.
It's all lost on me. I'm a little over Charlotte being champion at this point. I'm ready to see the NXT girls really get their shot to shine, because as much as I think Charlotte was supposed to elevate that division, it's fallen like she's on the Tower of Terror at Hollywood Studios. Well, that was the top 5 moments and the bottom 5 moments. What did you guys think? Do you agree with what I said? Do you think that I'm stupid? Do you think that I'm fat? Do you love SpongeBob? Write it down in the comments. Let me know. I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm getting a Teespring launching soon. I'm trying to really revamp this and do my own thing. And next week, you're gonna see me back in my regular house, in my regular set, and not with my parents. But this week's kind of a cute little thing, and you get to see a Stacy Keibler action figure. How often do you get to see that in life?
It's been 84 years.
Always remember to click that subscribe button, ring that bell so you can get notified anytime I post a video. I'm also posting funny things from TikTok and other things that I do. And I hope you guys will be entertained. Until next week, this has been Tops and Bottoms. My name is Joey, and I'm gonna go to bed. It's like midnight. Yeah, I'm sleepy. All right, bye!